Alright, what it do, fellas? We are back. Alright, let's see. We did pick up some orbs.
Said, hey boss man.
What up, brother?
Loading. Said, I missed you.
Where did my orbs go?
Loading. Said, so you're pretty high on the new gem, right?
I mean, mine, I haven't actually ranked any of mine up right now. I could technically probably make it a, maybe only a 5 or a 6 right now. I'm working on her still. Where is... Okay.
Loading. Said, is yours a 5 out of 5?
Well, I got a 4 out of 5 though. So that should technically, whenever I convert that one over with the event that's out right here, then I will be able to make it a 5 out of 5.
Loading. Said, oh well, that's easy to make a 5 with the search event.
Yeah, so we'll get that in. Right now I'm having a little...
Said, what gems do you recommend I switch out for roiling in the new gem?
Well, here's so like... I think the new gem's gonna be strong. I don't necessarily know. I mean, like, it really also depends a lot on what class you're looking to play. I mean, of course, like, we have to figure out what druid...
Loading. Said, I was thinking Wa and Starfire.
Yeah, I mean, you can. I'm more or less thinking that, like, I guess I'm just making sure that the, what is it called? I mean, if you're playing Tempest or whatever, I could see other gyms, like maybe the concert, or like, what is it, the,
Said, I think you'll mainly be Tempest.
And that's what I'm saying, is like, I don't know if, I think Rolling Consequence, I mean, granted, the other one's good because it definitely procs crit on them too. I mean, I think that you may be able to get away with more of even a, what's the dash gym or something like that? More of like, if you really wanted, I guess, specialize into that class. I mean, hell, a Chip of the Stone would technically work really well with the Tempest. That's where I used to get all my kills with it. Hold on, I left my Zens downstairs. Let me grab them. All right, we're back. Let's see.
Said, can't centered it while you're talking about.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm just saying it as like, granted, of course, I'm just the cheaper or the also like class specific for things of it. I mean, it's not like I guess you're playing a Satyr or the Necro that you can trigger all like continual damage buffs, which I mean, granted that it's more. I would definitely get your rolling up first, personally, but.
Said my crit chance is decently high.
I mean, you can only stack up so much crit chance as well, too. Because, again, you're looking for damage after you have the amount of crit chance. I mean, like, if you got 100% time, you're going to make the shot, but you just, like, are shooting a little bitty basketball compared to, like, a full-size one, and then the little bitty basketball is only counting for, like, half the points. It's kind of the portion of the give and take of it. But also the new gym's extremely strong. I just more of, if you've already started working on your rolling consequence, right? I would say go for that one down first.
Said I'm planning on making it out.
I mean, I guess if you're going to go for the gym, now is the time.
Loading. Said maxing.
I guess I will say for a lot of you players that typically don't spend a whole lot or do put in every once in a little while to just be able to get some, right now is a great time to be running rifts, getting the new gem. If you want to use it, go for it. It's very expensive, of course, to like upgrade this one right now.
Loading.
But it is making,
Said really.
but it is making bank right now. Like it is max price. Every single thing out there, you get a 3-star, it's gonna be even worth more. This is like, and it's a very hot commodity right now. A lot of people are trying to snatch it up.
Said and I think that new gem is selling like hotcakes in market.
And that's kind of what like. The thing is like, someone's even talked to me a little bit about some of this portion of it. Like, he says this, of course, on every single time. We all do. Oh, we're not going to upgrade the next gym or whatever for it. It is coming to the point where, like, especially in his case, he has so many maxed good gems that, I mean, yeah, you're trading out like Starfires for other things, or like removing Colossals for the Golden Ferment or whatever the portions. Like, there's definitely probably a perfect combination for every class, but overall, there's plenty of other good replacements that probably aren't going to cost as much. And if you're looking to make some platinum, it's a great gem to sell. That's, I guess, my only suggestion to some of you guys that are like looking at it kind of like, oh, I could go ahead and get 1 or 2 of those up if you're maybe at 2 or 3k res and just have a rank 2 or 3.
Said that new gem I think is perfect for Druid also.
I would assume that Druid looks like it's probably going to be another.
Said because of the bleed portion.
I'm thinking Druid, and just my assumption from World of Warcraft Druid and that kind of stuff. I'm thinking Druid probably will go into the more category of the high potency base class over more than like you're just gonna find.
Said, but do you think I need high potency to run that gem?
I mean, it's a dot. You don't have to have high potency to run dot gems. Dot gems just run better with high potency. They last longer. They flourish through better. I mean, that's literally what. And that's where, like, armor pin, that's more of just pure, straight, pure damage. Whereas, like, your dot rot, they like when World of Warcraft, it was like haste. We liked a lot of haste. We liked things that would just speed up the dots and keep them running. Let's see. I did get a new essence today. I'm a little, I don't think it's going to go real well, but I did get...
Loading. Said nice.
But I did get some new essences. I'm really actually more... So I was actually thinking about what I wanted to... where is... Where did I save this at? Is it here? Yeah, the Bones Play one. So I had the option, they said, using my loyalty points and picking either the new helmet, but then I started looking, and I almost want the new offhand more.
Said you don't want to save them for Druid.
No. I'll get more of them later for it. I want...
Loading. Said okay.
I mean, like, getting one specific one would definitely be dope, and I'll probably, like, wish I had for then. But right now, with the Necro's, like, recent nerfings, and I'm playing Necro, and I'm doing a lot of, like, theory crafting, and I'm testing about, like, different builds for certain things, kind of just trying to fit back the niche that the Necro's not really like they're not dead. They're just more of
Loading.
looking the other way.
Said that nerf must be hurting you, huh?
Not really. I mean, it's like you're seeing a lot of people, more people retracting from the Necro just because the fear was definitely very strong and it was easy to like control a lot of people.
Loading. Said right.
But that also was, for me personally, that was a way that I was really able to guarantee my chips to be proccing. And so, okay, now conjures a bed of spikes that thoroughly that can damages within the area and prevents them from using dash skills. Enemies knocked back within the area that will
Loading. Said that was your bread and butter.
That was mine. And so, the bone spirits, most of their essences, they don't have a lot of power to them. I'm interested just because, like, one essence can literally change a whole build for a like a skill. Like the Grim Scythe that orbits around you alone doesn't do a whole lot of damage. Now it does if you put the pants on that trigger a pop, but just the baseline on the main hand doesn't do a whole lot. You put that helmet on that like procs those extra bleeds, that thing really ramps up in damage. And so I'm interested actually to see if this one right here is the one I want. Bone Spirits now conjures a fog filled with rays to attack enemies in a targeted location. The targeted location really rush through the fog, damaging and knocking back enemies they hit. So I'm feeling like this essence is actually needed to be paired almost with this essence, because this bed of spikes is a long cool. It's like 9 seconds cooldown, and I did get the shoulders that Bone Spikes
Loading.
cooldown is reduced.
Said one question I have about that new shield is can they fear?
Well, they can always fear as long as I have this one on. Bone Spirits have a 20% chance to inflict fear, so it's like the more little Bone Spirit shoots they do, the better shots that I've got for it.
Loading. Said AHH right.
But I'm also realizing this. When I first read this helmet, I thought that this thing was going to knock people back, continually damage them, and if they got knocked back or whatever, it would stun them. What I'm reading from this now is the Bone Spikes now conjure a bed of spikes at the target location that continually damages enemies within the area and preventing them from using dash skills. Now, this is the catcher. Enemies knocked back within the area will take additional damage and be stunned. Now, this keyword right here, stunned, that is a big trigger pop for me in my mind, because I'm like, okay, that is how I could trigger my chip. And so what I'm thinking I really need is this essence right here. Like if I wanted to make maybe this new wraith form that I conjure an area, they knock people back, I toss that in with this bed of spikes, then I would get more stuns out of them, where I could actually maybe turn off the fear here and run where they when basically critical hits of Bone Spirits trigger additional soul fires that'll shoot out, because those technically can also proc additional ways for getting my silence on the enemies for it. But when I'm after reading that, so here's like with the shoulders, this is the cooldown reduction I was actually interested to see. So that's how like big the area is. It lasts about 5 seconds. One thing I thought was pretty cool, but I don't think it's going to be the play for it, but is Bone Spike's range increase. This one was really cool. Watch this thing. Look how big this is. Boom. But obviously that's not going to...
Loading. Said sheesh.
I know, but it's obviously... So the thing is, like, with this essence right here, it reduces it down by like 2.9 plus another 10% on top. So this drops it down to about 8 seconds right down to it. But that's also the more people that I hit with it, it will reduce it down faster. I'm thinking that this is what I'm going to need to be able to try to make that useful.
Said in ISNT there a terror affix to make it big.
There's what? No, the terror effects only like the enemies are slowed while they're inside it. So I'm thinking I'm gonna have to do this. Bone Spike also knocks enemies away. So I'm thinking I'm gonna have to do. It still reduces it down some. It's not gonna reduce it down as much. I have found some ways to make the bone spirits do some good damage, but it's not real practical.
Said good theory crafting ideas if you ask me.
Well, so what it really comes down to, it's not that I'm super stuck on just really trying to use the bone spirits for the chip. What I'm really having a difficult time with trying to is build a strong build that I can still keep the draw of the deep on. This is very important for my survival. I mean, I am basically screwed if I'm not wearing this. This is basically giving me my bone armor. Of course, I love the pants also included to it, so that's where not having, I guess, the Wraith Fear, putting back on where the bone armor's healing me, that feels really, really nice. But where I would actually have probably a better is if I could generate. I've got another idea for a build that I was thinking about using, because I also got the new chest piece essence, so I've got 2 different builds that I'm considering using. My only fear with using the other 2 is they will remove my bone armor.
Said I almost want to say those pants 1T be needed if you have a druid on your team, they can heal you.
I think you'll find at the very beginning of the time, you'll find a lot of people try to make some healer druid builds. I bet you money what they're going to end up doing, just like you could literally build yourself as like in World of Warcraft. You can build yourself as a very self-healing tank or more of a squishy off-healing person. And so I bet you you're going to be a lot more bear modified up tanks, and they're going to heal a lot, but they're going to heal themselves more than they're going to care to try to like pick skills to heal the group. I mean, I think at the very beginning you're going to see a lot of that, but I think they're going to be so tanky that I think that they're going to be using like skills like, I mean, these are just skills from WoW, but like Iron Bark, like basically abilities that will proc for them, not for you, probably. I think they're going to find that it's probably better to be selfish with them.
Hello. Said hello.
What up, hello?
Said you put chat back on the screen.
Don't jinx it.
Said I agree with you.
Don't jinx it, hello. This just doesn't do a lot of damage. It literally can hold people somewhat still, but that's like it. At least with the other mages, I was kind of doing some damage.
Loading. Said, are you running 2 set of fitness with it?
Yep.
Hello. Said I just got on stream, are you still running 7-2K?
Yeah, I'm around like 7,000 something right now. Alright. I don't know if I can justify this build. It doesn't do enough damage for it. Yeah. I was checking on the meters though. I mean, like the bone spirits do way more than like the bone spikes even do. It's just like not a grand essence for it. Doesn't do enough damage. Yeah, it's terrible.
Said I do respect the effort in testing different things and not giving up on the chip.
Well, like, don't get me wrong. I've tried to give up on the chip like multiple times, and every time I take it out and I try to I've ran builds without it. The dude just literally just did a jump out of my thing anyways. What the hell? This thing sucks.
Loading. Said something else that completely slipped my mind is the symptom gems.
The sanctum gems?
Loading. Said I know you hate it, but I'm gonna be spending plat to upgrade them.
You need to.
Loading. Said I was looking at cams.
I mean, yeah, these guys have spent quite a bit for it. I mean, it's hard to live up to that portion of what they're doing.
Said his are at level 60.
I'm just gonna put this one back on. I'm gonna try this build up. It's roughly it's almost exactly like the last one.
Said AMD it gives you an extra 1k on your secondary stats. Loading. Said I almost want to say they nerfed Necro so they can all switch to Druid. Loading. Said this was a setup.
No, she still works fine. And I may still like my other build a little bit better than this one. We'll see. Oh, alright, loading. This is what I'm also having a little bit of some trouble with, and I'm trying to restrain myself, but I don't know. Alright, so, of course, then I started looking at these things and that kind of stuff for it, and I was yada yada. I saw this thing. And then with the wings on this bad boy with wings looks dope.
Said LMAO.
So look at this thing with wings.
Loading. Said it definitely looks dope, dude.
And so, I have this. What's the next draw? 24 directly.
Said that as sick.
So, it's was it double up on me after this one? So, it'd take almost either I spend these next 2,400 or whatever and I get what I want, which 99% chance I'm probably not.
You only need one more draw.
I need two more. Okay, so it's either I have either another cosmetic or a or I get the nice cosmetic. So like if I spend the 2,000 and I get just this crappy cosmetic.
Loading. Said I mean if you're a betting man, go for it.
I know, but the thing is like it's the worst case is if I don't get it, I'm going to then probably end up just like wasting more orbs because I'm like, okay, well now it's the last roll. I might as well, like I've got to now. Like that's how they get you. So this is just basically the Wraith. This is like the same build that like before, just without the Wraith form, and I put the heal pants back on, so it's just more tanky.
Loading. Said be ready for a big meta shift.
Oh yeah, I mean, granted, you always know the newest classes are going to be mean. Yeah, see, like right now, I'm basically fighting this whole match, and I'm not able to proc my chip, and I know I'm doing more damage than I am with my bone spirits, but it's. But I've only gotten like one kill pop to it.
Said I do agree with you, the chip does a lot of damage.
And the thing is that it's just like a lot of people don't run it as much anymore, and so I get a lot of my probably freebie even kills with it just because of I'm able to be the one that actually is proccing the pop on them, and it absorbs from everyone else's damage around. I'm working on some channel point things. I more or less was making like some funnier GIFs and some ways to like I made one for some, and I'm making it a very expensive, and I'm gonna have to probably reset the channel points because I'm not gonna let him just blare this to me. But what is some's favorite saying to say? And it's off of like a interview this one man had with this Latin lady or whatever.
Loading. Said you're gay.
Why are you gay? That's literally like, that's from the same video, like.
Said why are you gay?
So I have made him a channel point one for it that I'll send you the sample of it.
Loading. Said oh the African guy.
Mm-hmm.
It's some. Said yeah.
But I already know that I'm gonna I was like, oh, you guys are gonna get real mad because I'm gonna reset these channel points, and I was like, but no, shot. I was like, I've had enough trolling recently, and if I I know that some and you both have like lots of points, and if I made that up there, even for a lot of points, some would be able to oh, and I know he would use them all at once if he could.
Said that S actually hilarious. Didn't he know that S who he was referencing?
He said, what are you gay? Here, loading, I'll send you the video. or what I'm making. And so like you'll be able to like spend channel points. And then I was also gonna do like I've thought of like some funny ones.
Said, oh, you know he'll be spamming that.
Well, that's what I'm gonna make these like worth a lot of points to be able to use, so it's like you're not gonna be able to spam them. You're gonna be able to save up and be able to use it at a good time for it if you want, or you could save up a bunch of points again. But yeah, no, that's where I'm not letting everybody just have their points as they are. I already know you got way too many points. I couldn't either. I set the points like in the scale for you guys to not be able to like destroy and just blare me. Or then nobody else is going to be able to participate for a long time.
Invincible.
Oh, no wonder I didn't have my mage thing on.
Loading. Said, wow, all the years I've spent collecting my points.
I know. I was thinking about it. I was like, oh, you guys are going to be pissed about it. But I had one person the other day ask me, they're like, are you, can we do something with all these channel points? He's like, can I get like a battle pass or something? Maybe like from the in-game or something? I was like, oh, hell no, I ain't buying anybody's battle passes. I was like, hell, I try to do fractured plane races that could literally get you 5 battle passes worth, and nobody will play that.
Said LMAO.
But I want to try that new Bone Spirit one. Alright, loading.
Said, are you sure that that's the new one?
Oh yeah, because it's the one I don't have yet. Bone Spirits conjure a fog filled with wraith to attack enemies in the target location. I want this one. But they knock people back. And
Said, oh, okay.
alright, loading. So neither of these are great names, but most of the names I see for other classes, portions of it, they're just real like plain Jane for it. Alright. You want dual mages, or I could call them spirit mages. Even though only one's a spirit mage, but it's actually a wraith. You gotta do something quick and easy with it to make it a...
Loading. Said, I guess dual mages.
I thought that was kind of two. Like either spirit mage or... Alright, also here we go. Let's see what my luck is like. I already know it's not. This is going to be this stupid mog right here. I'm going to get in this stupid Black Myth Wukong one. Fuck you. 3,000. Ugh! I wanted that one though. Oh. I did try to make new follow alert ones, and that obviously didn't work. Let me see. Oh, I know what I did. I know why I did that. Hopefully we get a new follower, it doesn't do that. But I did change that one. Loading, I did still also keep the our original one as where I'm playing as Adam Sandler, you were Chris Rock for that one. And I made that the raid. I thought that was maybe a little bit more fitting for it. And I also changed the image size to make sure that they all fit now. And this thing does lock people down. Oh, I couldn't even get back to heal in time. Damn it, Norman.
Loading. Said Norman has some healing potency.
Well, I got caught with that satyr as well. See, the thing is, like, with the chip, though, I get just stupid random proc kills a lot.
Loading. Said, are you running Shepherd set?
Nope. I'm running the 4 set of the new electric set. That's where you can see all this light coming.
Said, oh yeah, a lot of people running that now.
And it's like great for spreading dots, spreading procs.
Said it's a good set for it.
Ah! I didn't even see Norman proc me on that. He's got some long or good death time killers.
Loading. Said I actually think BK is Norman original class.
And Norman's played longer than DK has been out. It is definitely those summons that he's got that are hitting that hard.
Loading. Said nowadays though people are going towards gems that buff you up instead of ones that PROC.
Correct. That gem's just kind of more of like, it's kind of unique in the style of how it works. I mean, it's kind of one of the only other gems that I... Oh, yeah. Thank you so much for the follow.
Attorney. Said GGS, it's Homelander.
I appreciate it, Homelander. GG's. And you're like, we can push both idols, and I was like, I can't. I was like, you told me if we won, and I'm pushing this idol.
Loading. Said Big Ben Homelander. Hello. Said what is Norman S Max?
What's Norman's max? Max what? Or his resonance? Maybe 7 or 6 something? I'll have to ask him. This thing does look dope though. I want to see what the bigger wings look like on this thing. I guess I can go probably look at the people that have got it.
Said dude is cracked on DH. Loading. Said ISNT, they're an NPC in the game with those wings. Hello. Said oh I thought he was higher cause he always wearing 2-star gems. Hello. Said also is loading on darkening.
Well, I mean, he's in the same server cluster. He's on Greed, but yeah, we're in the same server cluster. So like, yeah, if you wanted to raid with him or whatever, you could do that.
Said someone.
Yep, this is where Coach hangs out.
Attorney. Said GGS earlier.
Well, you tell me right now, Homelander, after all the games that we've played, this is the first time you've actually ever peeked in here? You've at least peeked in here before. You may not have ever hit the follow, but... It's like, I feel like we've talked before.
Attorney. Said LOL.
And he says, nope, never been in here.
Attorney. Said I have LMFAO.
I was like, I thought we've talked in stream before. I started getting too many trolls that would come in just to like... I've actually changed it to follower only chat whenever I was playing Call of Duty. And if people would either get mad or they'd come in just to give me shit, I was like, I'm getting a follow out of these people at least. And I don't care if they unfollow later, but... The analytics of the night will look better.
Said my dad used to get pissed fighting Homelander cause he would always get his ass hooped.
Homelander's good. He's played here for a long time. Where's the... Does the missus still play? I think she may have just changed her name. I haven't. It used to be like... It used to be very easy to tell, like, you all had the matching names.
Attorney. Said yes, she's in dot. It's some. Said they are on our server, bro, SMH.
Okay, but what's her name now, though? Like, I haven't... she's changed it from, like, Miss Homelander or something. It was something that, like...
Attorney. Said still under Skylander.
Skylander. Oh, yeah.
Said Skylander.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Said SMH.
I just haven't seen her, I guess, in many of the PvP matches. I mean, I've seen a lot of Homelander.
Attorney. Said she's on all the time.
Okay, well, obviously I'm just maybe not paying too much attention to it. There's so many people that have changed their names that I think I've kind of gotten, like, almost numb to like thinking that most of these people are just like all different people now. Now there's a few that still have kept the same names, and that's made it a lot easier on me.
Attorney. Said agreed.
Especially after coming back from like a 5 to a...
Hello. Said O Skylander is his wife.
Yeah, especially after like a 5 to a 6 month long break. Yeah, definitely taking me some time to like get back into it.
My favorite part of the game is checking whales, and I always check Skylander.
Maybe I have seen you recently for it, and I just more of like, I recognize the name for it, but... I guess we don't have our out of the way, overly extreme fights that like you and I will get into, because I'll just nitpick at you long enough that you'll be like, alright, little fucker, I'm gonna come at you now. And then I'll run away and you'll chase me around for a while. Sometimes I get away, sometimes I don't. Those are when I love the most. I love it. It's just like, alright, we not really shouldn't be back here probably fucking around, but let's do it. I'm just able to, like, I don't know. I'm able to hold people down really well. It's like a really good... I keep going back to this build just because I do feel like I hold people down really well, especially within a group. And it allows us to kind of, like, make a good... It's not a great build by itself, like a 1v1. But with the group, I mean, you can really hold a lot of people down. And it's not real long holding down either, but just kind of, like, enough to kind of keep them there, especially since I think the silence is kind of a there's not a lot of classes I guess that have a natural silence to it, so it's kind of like a CC that doesn't just get overlapped and a lot of diminishing returns back to back on it.
Said it's a good support build.
Yeah, I mean I get decent amount of kills with it for it. I think it's a lot of it just because of my chip, but maybe I'm wrong for it. But again, the game before where I was running with the bone spikes, again, nothing was so when I ran with the bone spikes, I got a couple of kills with that one, but it just didn't do anywhere near the damage and we just got trucked. But then I ran the other one that runs the I basically just ran without Wraithform Fear. And I think I ended up with like 2 or 3 kills. I mean, like, I didn't die at all, really, but... This one I'm seeing to at least be able to get the kills with the chip, and it holds them down.
Loading. Said that that's the one that blocks all skill use, right?
Yeah. For like 2 seconds though, but then it also gives you a chance to also be feared right after it. So it's like, I can get you with a fear and the silence, and so like a lot of times like those two can line up, and then you're kind of held down for about 4 seconds, which if anybody's around there again, it's going to be able to use a knock up or anything else.
Said 2 seconds is long in BG.
Yeah. I mean, it is. That's where you'll notice players will just stop sometimes. They actually don't have to stop, but I feel like a lot of times, like, players that are on their mobile phone or whatever, they're moving and then they're clicking things, and when something doesn't click or doesn't happen, like especially like a movement or whatever to try to get out, then they let go of like the movement or like the run with your feet because they're trying to click the dash. And I'm noticing they're just like standing still when they could just move forward or run around. Or they are feared and then they can't move at all.
Loading. Said that SLAK the new Satyr 1v1 essence people aren't expecting to only press basic attack. Hello. Said Krog do the key essence is less likely to get cause they're more important.
Oh, do they? What do you mean key essences? No, it's literally like, it could literally be any legendary. You could just have a bad luck to getting like draws of them. And they have no, they're all like different for it. Now, this is the other thing. If you have not clicked into the new hell difficulty, like it does tell you where all these like items drop from of which hell. If you are not in that hell, you can't get those newer items.
Hello. Said I have basically every Necro essence except for the Fear Pants.
I mean, do you not have the loyalty points for it?
Loading. Said I can picture you being a good druid Krog. Hello. Said no, I used them on the corpse lance offhand in the Grimside main hand. Loading. Said being tanky.
I mean, I think like the biggest thing that's gonna help, like would help me either way, if like I'm gonna be able to play a build right or not, is if, like overall, if the class is gonna work with which secondaries that I have. I mean, I can, of course, like I can go back and play the Tempest or the Demon Hunter or whatever, because I mean, I know how they work, and I could do decent-ish with it, but probably would not have as much success with it as I will with a class that is very heavily based around its potency, just because that is one stat that I have.
Said because you did it with the Golem tank.
But that's also the big other thing is like, so I feel, just personally, I feel less squishy this way than I did with the Golem tank. And that was when I basically took off all of my all my potency, all of my armor pin, and I kind of ran like how Cam did. And I mean, whenever I just stack all into armor and resistance, which I don't have as whole much of that, it wasn't a whole lot of benefit. And so this where is like, I'm less tanky with the like amount of armor and that kind of stuff that I have on with me, but I can deal enough damage back with my potency and my dot gems that I'll whittle you down quick enough where like you can't just sit there with me long enough. If you sit there with me that long, then I'll normally rot you away. Whereas I just didn't really have that with the golem build. Like I could like kind of do like a big burst hit when I was, again, I didn't have also the best sets for it either. I had like I was running like a 4 gloom or so with it, and it was kind of like I was building my sets back up. But I think again I'm just able to, I guess, do a little bit more, especially utilizing with the chip, with just having a bunch of dots and letting them just run, and then the fact that I'm actually staying alive to keep those dots rolling through their full duration, whereas a lot of them will like dwindle off after the target's dead, or they were to quit reapplying after other dots, basically. Sorry.
Loading. Said Druid isn't much of a dot class currently.
In Diablo 4 they're not. Because in WoW they are a real heavily dot class, but...
Loading. Set in this immortal, I saw all the videos out on it with skills and essences already.
Okay, but like, would you also think of Satyr as a dot class? Like, just by its personal appearance? Probably not.
Loading.
Exactly.
No.
Exactly. And that's kind of where I'm just thinking that they're going to just function really well off of potency, especially if they're healing themselves with like, if they're going to proc like a heal juve on that, it's not a dot, it's a hot. I mean, they're needing to be able to like, want to keep that dot rolling or that hot rolling on themselves for the heals. That would be my thought for it.
Said well they have bleed.
And that's what I'm saying. If they got bleeds, then that's all dots. Damage over time.
Said with the bear claws.
And that's what I'm saying is like, when you play a bear tank in World of Warcraft, you use your bear claws and bites and that kind of stuff. And then for your heals, you will use like similar abilities that what like the resto druid uses, but the bear doesn't like put it out to other people. They only just consume it themselves. And that's what makes me think that they might be a very high potency based class. I mean, granted, it would make more sense for it. They've got, most of the classes are more centered towards an armor pin than they are with the dot. I would say that Blood Knights now are getting into the portion. I mean, I don't know if a whole lot of Blood Knights are actually running the dots. I don't know what, I'll have to ask Norman, I guess, for it. I feel like they're running, or at least Norman, he's running a summon. I don't know if that's a dot or not, but I think it has to be procced by a dot, so.
Loading. Said have you watched the cinematic trailer BTW?
No.
Loading. Said it's sick as fuck. Attorney. Said GGS someone LOL. Attorney. Said Krog we might get same queue here. Loading.
Okay.
Said you have to react to it.
Okay. Link it to me in Discord, Loading, so I have it later.
It's some. Said I guess ice cool need 2 units tall. Attorney. Said LOL.
Some also does provide the uplifting, positive vibes of encouragement to all other players that we try to help here.
It's some. Said dude's trash.
More encouraging words.
Loading. Said I sent it. Blizzard is sick as fuck with these trailers.
Blizzard's always done a really good job with their trailers.
Loading. Said their team puts in work.
Which you can kind of tell where like NetEase does some of the trailers and where like US Blizzard is like, okay, this is a big patch, we're gonna do the artwork for these ones. Like I love like half the fun of like playing World of Warcraft was
Said it's more gory than I expected them to go with it.
Oh no, they've always been pretty gory with Diablo. Can we hear like I guess compared to watching them with WoW?
Said oh you'll love it.
Like World of Warcraft, I loved literally whenever we'd kill new bosses because we'd get a new like cutscene of the story, and some of the cutscenes in those were like, oh, they give you like chills how good they were.
Loading. Said the reason I say that is cause I never saw them do it like that with the other class trailers. Attorney. Said he'll trade places WD.
No, I'm good. Good luck, GG. Granted, I'll say that and then like my team will just like not even be here altogether. But
Attorney. Said I may take Quizzy to town.
We'll send. Let's see. Let's see if he brought his A game or not. Sometimes he's on fire. Sometimes he don't. Sometimes it doesn't happen always. But when he connects, he can make it happen. And I also think the reason I do feel maybe a little bit tankier with this build is because I'm able to like Wraith form away and be able to allow that bone armor to heal me, giving it that little bit extra time. Oh, you dirty dog. There's an Eiffel Tower right there between you and Ika. Both coral shanked me. I need to know if it's annoying with a new build or not. Oh, Daddy, chill. Oh, I'm done. I shouldn't have stopped and like shot. I should have ran on. I don't know if it would have mattered. I didn't have a lot of life. And that shank was me. Here we go. Oh, I couldn't get out. Oh, that's embarrassing. That's rough. Homeland, I'll take that trade now. If you want that trade, I'm down for it. I'd take a win.
Attorney. Said LOL.
No takies backs? Okay, sorry. Let me see.
Attorney. Said GGS bro. Loading. Said what is currently the best server for selling on market.
Ours is pretty good, huh? I wanna look at what Homeland's rocking here. Let's see. He's running at 9-7. Okay. More pins, that's high. I can get past his resistance, probably why I can get some stuns on him. That's about all I got on him. Alright, so home. Since with this new, like, no more Wraith Form Fear, I am trying to kind of, like, still work around. I guess my biggest thing is I'm working around trying to still keep the bone armor of the Draw Deep, because that, I mean, I'm running at 7.5. Look at these piss-ass armor, and I feel like I survived, I guess, decently fighting with you for the portion. So, like, the build is support style built. I mean, meant for, like, the survival of that portion of it. Now, your opinion, the annoyance of it, scale of 1 to 10. Like, it does have, I've got it right now build where the Bone Spirits, they have a chance to basically proc fear upon you, and also whenever the Bone Spirits hit the same target 3 times, they silence you for 2 seconds where you can't use a skill. It's not a lot of CC, but it's very passive CC that's just coming out. I'm trying to like just get real.
Said NGL Necros have some random AF silence and knockbacks. Attorney. Said but the silence isn't that often.
No, it's not. It's not a great build for 1v1s. It works really well with like a group, just because I feel like the silence is something that most other classes don't have, and so the can't happen more than every 6 seconds. Yeah. I also am looking for like a better Bone Spirits that'll either stay out longer or shoot more.
Said my job against Necros is to just wait out your Wraith.
Yeah, see, but like I don't have anything to do. It's like gonna wear it on my Wraith anymore. I mean, yeah, it's when you're gonna catch me to hit me, but I basically just replaced the pants where they did fear, and I put the bone armor that heals back on them. I just went tankier.
Said y'all, I can't hurt you in Wraith LOL.
Yeah. It's definitely not as good of a CC hold down as the Wraith Form Fear, but it does. Come on, get me out, thank you. It does seem to like hold down pretty good in the crowd. Because I've looked at some other build option ideas. But, it's really tough. Either I'm not able to generate corpses because of the chest piece, or I get rid of my bone armor and I'm real squishy then. Oh, I knew I was dead there. I couldn't get it up.
Said, why don't you play the off.corpse lance anymore? That was the build you did best with in history. I've tried that one for it. It just, again, it removes my bone armor where I don't have any armor or, like, I mean, 5 to 6 plus months ago, back in the time, I mean, I was able to, I wasn't like, I mean, like when I was fighting Homelander, like he was still stronger than me, but like the secondary stats of like even where like kind of mine were around like 5 to 6. Again, this is like 6, 7, 8 months ago. We were a lot. It was a lot different for it. Like I was. Everybody's secondaries now are high. And so if I take off that bone armor, I found that I don't last very long. Loading. Said I see.
I mean, like the bone armor's new bone armor for the draw deep is probably the strongest shield that I've seen in Diablo so far. Oh yeah, they're just getting mad. You know, I thought about going back to Seder, but I figured I was gonna maybe mess around with this.
Said I'm in the same boat. I thought 5k secondaries was good enough. Boy, was I wrong.
I mean, like, that was okay-ish back in the day.
Said morning, Sir Krog.
This is right.
Loading. Said suck ducky. Loading. Said why I'm super dedicated to raise it now. Duck-Eye the Lord of Fashion. Said I got Death Stranding 2 disc day 1 yesterday. Duck and last disc copy left when I arrived at the Sony Center. LOL. Loading. Said by end of summer it'll have around 8k on.
Yeah, Homelander, just because I was MVP of the last game doesn't mean we gotta just, you know, seek me out. We don't need that kind of attention. I'm gonna wait and get a cancel fuse right there.
Lord of Fashion. Said MR loading. You played Death Stranding.
I'm gonna try. This is the other build that.
Said sorry, bad MM there.
No, it's all good. Hold on, I want to try.
Said no.
Let's see.
Attorney. Said use your Paragon points.
I know I need to.
Said WTF you doing? Attorney. Said LOL.
Well, all last.
Said I got 8 viewers on my stream and I was streaming to show my friend the game.
Nice. Yeah, last week I was all gone for a wedding, and so I basically have still just been mostly AFK farming.
Loading. Said didn't he know you streamed? Duck-Eye the Lord of Fashion. Said I don't. Duck-Eye the Lord of Fashion. Said I was showing my PC friend through Twitch how good the game looks.
This one I don't have anything that's gonna proc my chip, I don't think. I should have at least auxiliated it with a colossal or something. You stay lost. I know I just spent the money on it, and I think this is also part of my bad luck. I got Homelander follow whenever I was wearing my main outfit. You can't just be changing battle armor in the middle of it.
Loading. Said my crit damage is 30%. I'm happy with that.
Now, what is it inside PvP? So it's where like your crit damage goes down quite a bit. My crit chance only at 7 here.
Duck-Eye the Lord of Fashion. Said did you guys see the Arizona pastor who was crucified and killed?
Yeah. Whew, I just get eaten without that bone armor though.
Loading. Said not sure, probably 9%.
I wonder if I did that. Yeah. It's almost like the other portions of these other builds, I think that they
said that man was a cold-blooded killer. In his interview, he told the lady that he planned to kill 14 more around the country.
Yeah. I'm not gonna be able to. Yeah. Taking off the bone armor if I want to stay with Necro is really not an option.
Loading. Said something tells me you're going to move away from Necro completely now. Loading. Said which I understand. Duck-Eye the Lord of Fashion. Said that as the Roblox song. Loading. Said LOL that Bark was committed.
I can't just stay away from people that much. I mean, it's like, let me try. Yeah, I don't want to. That's gonna be. It's too much work. I'm trying to just stay alive for a little bit. And if I was fighting bigger players, they would have just eaten me so fast.
Said Duck, did Roy see the new trailer? Duck, the Lord of Fashion. Said 4. Loading. Said Drew. Duck, the Lord of Fashion. Said, is it on Discord? Loading. Said Krog will react to it on stream after BG. Duck, the Lord of Fashion. Said bet. Loading. Said in like 7 minutes. Duck, the Lord of Fashion. Said, as far as I know, druids are forest spirits. Loading. Said, yes, how do you know? Duck, the Lord of Fashion. Said anime big tits elf girls. Loading. Said LOL, I thought Druid was something Blizzard just made up.
No.
Duck, the Lord of Fashion. Said most anime have elf girls as leads now or druids. Loading. Said I guess it's actually something.
Druids have been around for a while. Let's try this one out. I should be able to generate corpses whenever I'm run through enemies, so.
Duckeye the Lord of Fashion. Said ISNT Blizzard going downhill as of recent. Also I got Diablo 4 for free. Attorney. Said if the rate clear nerf pretty bad.
I mean, it doesn't really, you don't really work for that portion of it, so it kind of nerfs, or like takes away that portion of that essence for it. So it's bringing a lot of like people wanting to, of course, use the Grim Sight that continuously trigger pops damage. Well, the only bad problem is if you're going to run bone armor with it, you can't generate corpses. And so the old build of where they're really, really sturdy and be able to
Duckeye the Lord of Fashion. Said do you play Diablo 4 Sir Krog NR loading?
No, I loved Diablo 3. I played a lot of it. But also, yeah, that one doesn't allow me to like really get myself out of the situation.
Duckeye the Lord of Fashion. Said SC.
It kind of just, I guess, that was kind of the first Diablo game that I really kind of fell in love with and enjoyed a lot. But also, I was kind of like,
Said hell no we don't play that, sorry excuse for a game.
I was kind of a little bit, I guess, a little off-put by that it was that all the Diablos are seasonal.
Said it's get back.
It's not bad. I bet it's probably a great game. And now again, this one is more pay to win for it, but also I get to keep my character.
Said oh it's bad Duckeye.
I get to keep my character with whatever progression that he's at, and he's going to stay with that progression until I log back in again and play. Whereas like a lot of other Diablo 4 and 3 players, they play during seasons because they can grind all they want and be the best in the world for their time, but it's all going to eventually end.
Loading. Said people played it for 1 month then asked for their money back. Duckeye the Lord of Fashion. Said also it's like Destiny 2 where your power level gets reset yearly.
It's up every couple months. It's like 4 or so months or so. The seasons aren't real long. Maybe they're like 6, maybe might be a year, maybe.
Loading. Said Krog did you see Chinese version have competitive play now? Loading. Said they were testing it.
Competitive play, meaning what? Like a ranked system, like what they kind of have now? Or... yeah, that essence ain't gonna work either. Not being able to wraith and run away while being able to slice people up is
Loading.
the reason
Said
that...
no like real competitive like how Call of Duty has phase.
That ain't gonna probably last real long or go over a portion of it. They don't keep enough of their even free-to-play events, like... I mean, you ain't gonna be able to, like, make it just a whale squad of, like, who spent the most for it. I mean, no one's gonna play against it.
Said no it will go far Krog. Loading. Said trust.
I'll give you the benefit of the doubt for it, but I'm just.
Lord of Fashion. Said you should go to China and try out NR loading.
Well, that's the thing, is like if it's based off of like what the
Said I might double.
what I'm saying is like if it's based off of resonance, then which I mean it would have to almost be.
Said maybe you'll meet a Chinese wifey there. Loading. Said I think they have it to where everyone can pick up their gems and builds.
I mean, yeah, if they made a game mode similar to like that.
Said so you can be the same resonance.
That's what I'm saying. It would have to make it a gameplay mode that would be fair for all in that portion of it. I mean, you're not gonna be able to like just find the whales and be like, oh, okay, here, let's see the build of that. Home, you and Sky are gonna play any Wild Brawl? I'd like to know there's good teams out there fighting. I gotta ask the guys that had asked me yesterday first.
Attorney. Said maybe.
Okay.
Attorney. Said might play COD. Loading. Said okay Krog please now react to the VID.
Hold on, let me go ahead and get some invites out here first. Where's Norm? Oh yeah, I forgot he like messaged me on my pad.
Hello. Said Krog can I play with that? Hello. Said you.
Possibly, let me look.
Said Ducky you'll love the VID.
I'm only asking more or less to see if coach is gonna want good players, if we're gonna fight good people then for it. So I'm gonna see if what he says. I don't think he's gonna play.
Said might make you want to download the game right now.
Already.
Alright, let's see. I mean, I got it. Some that we can take.
Hi, the Lord of Fashion. Said seems like a lot of hype.
Let's see. I guess I'm gonna probably play. I'm gonna play the puppeteer build for currently, I guess, and then if I get mad, I may go back to Seder. I don't know.
Loading. Some
Yeah.
Loki devs have been hyped for months now.
Like sometime this morning, like
Loading.
when I was in Brawl,
Said
there was a shitload of BKs abusing that bug. It was ridiculous. And I think that like Seder might be decent against that bug because of conjuration.
What do you think?
He's so fast.
Do you think I can get away with running the bone armor of like for myself and not my summons?
Actually, there's that new Paragon, legendary Paragon skill that summon. It'll shield your summons for 40% of your HP. That might help a lot, and especially if you have some skeleton mage affix for even more shielding. But in my honest opinion, no, it's not worth it. It's better to protect the summons. Not that it won't work, that's my opinion.
Alright, yeah, hello, you can come play. He didn't ever message back. Yeah, he's in Rapids anyways. Nothing personal for it. There's another, like, he's picky on who we play with. Surgeon also asked me to play yesterday. Why can't I click on him?
Hello. Said that's not very nice, Krog. Hello. Said am I not a good player?
I said you could come play with me for it. No, it's not that. Coach is real picky. Wasn't trying to be rude for it, but like, there's definitely some things that like you could improve onto it. And better things I can do as well.
I mean, that's just, you know, coach's personality. I mean, if we do bad enough.
Yeah, like half time he don't want to play with us.
Yeah. We still love him.
And he still tolerates us. I'm not gonna say he loved us back.
Yeah.
Don't want to lie to the people now. And then also, I got Showtime.
Loading. Said run the laser beam summons.
I am.
Hello. Said I think I could beat some in a 1v1.
That's bold talk.
Said BC I have to go to bed early.
Alright. Are you playing or no?
I think you can too. Hello.
Norman, let me come duel me for a second.
Said I'm gonna be hooping on
Yeah.
both of them.
I want to impregnate you for a second and see what this does.
That's OFC.
What you working with?
The pants, the spectral parasite.
Oh yeah, it's
Loading.
kind of disappointing. It's just not boosted by like
Does it?
or there's nothing.
It's what literally it says. I become a parasite and I hide inside the enemy. It is real gay sounding for it. I get it. It's where not nobody else get it.
Yeah, there's other little things about it that are annoying too. That like once it ends, instead of you being like appearing like right inside of them, so you can use like let's say that bone spirits where it shoots the bone spirits in every direction. It puts you like off to the side, so you're no longer in like directly on top of them.
Hello.
So you can't just like boom hit them with all the bone spirits at once.
Alright.
Hello.
It's like damn.
Said
It's like they had to make sure that that ability is not cool. I don't know. Maybe you can find a use for it though.
Alright.
Let me know.
Sounds good. Hello. Alright, let's see. So what does this thing do?
It gets deep inside.
Now, can you hurt me? What the fuck? You poop me out.
Yeah, that's how short it is, and you cannot increase its duration.
So if I had these and this out.
If you use an ability, you'll come out as well.
But also if the mages are out, I can just hide in the enemy, right?
Yeah. Something I was wondering is if I start running around while you're inside of me, and you have Wraith form Lego fixes, I wonder if it'll reduce the cooldown. So they can...
Maybe, let's see. Down to 4 seconds. Alright, let me try it again. Oh.
Maybe dismiss your summons so it doesn't kill me so fast.
Yeah, yeah, hold on. I just took them off.
Yeah.
Alright. Alright, now stand still. It does. Hold on, let's see it again for a second. Alright, so that one's 5. Alright, now run around. That one's down to 4. I mean, it's not a lot, but it does a little bit. Actually, hold on. I think it actually even like worms me out of you faster when you run around.
Also, another thing to consider is there's no strife, so it would actually be even less than what you see.
And with the immunity to damage, the summons aren't taking any damage, so like the healing wouldn't come to me, would it?
Not sure.
And what is it about your summons that are killing people so fast?
It's just glitched out. Like, it happened whenever they fixed the damage on the towers and
No, just more of they have this
dark bosses.
dark curse, remnants, corpses, and just spectral hounds that attack nearby enemies. And I just didn't know if that was like similar to how like those two kind of like pop out, because I see those two little purple bitches, and when they come out, I'm like, oh hell no.
You know, I was curious about that. Like, if there might be something to be found on Necromancer that people just haven't tried, like those spectral hounds. You never know; they might be fucking glitched out and wreck people too. I have dabbled with some builds using those spectral hounds and had to deal with using that main hander that when your skeletons die, they give you and your party members attack speed. And yeah, whenever I'd use the Dark Curse to summon the hounds, it'd kill my skeletons because there's only so many summons you can have at once, and give them a shitload of attack speed. Like, they'd be attacking extremely fast. And
Bone armor's duration or cooldown?
I did the explosion thing for my testing and gave me the best results.
For the bone armor? Wait, which one exploding?
Oh, for Dark Curse shoulders.
Oh, I'm talking about the
chest.
No, for pants right now for the build that I'm for this.
I see. Oh,
Right.
wait, I'm sorry, repeat yourself.
Duration or cooldown reduction?
On bone armor.
Yeah, I'm assuming that's what
I was thinking the healing.
But do you think it's going to work for me, though? Because it's going to make them immune, so they're not going to be absorbing any damage to that shield.
Oh, you're right. Right. Oh, yeah. Duration, for sure. I didn't realize that your chest piece would be the ones that protect the sun. Okay, I got you. I'm on the same page now. Yeah, definitely the duration. The cooldown reduction doesn't give you as much uptime on the summons.
Okay. We need partners now. Oh, also I need to put on my gems that I want. And make sure that you do equipped gems in the bottom slots as well.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I got that, yeah. And in the wings. Although I want to test and see specifically what does increase the HP and damage, like.
It's literally adding extra stats of like you add extra gems inside your gems, it's gonna give you more.
Yeah. So, yeah, I just wanted to like test everything one at a time, you know, just to confirm. Because I actually don't know. I've just been told and it seems to work.
I mean, like, I mean, I've noticed it definitely before where I just would just take off the bottom 2 legendaries.
Oh yeah, big difference. Yeah. For sure. My first property.
Loading, you want to play or are you at work?
Said what I want is for you to react to that 1 minute.
Oh yeah, I'll look at the video in just a second. Hold on, let me get my build together so that way I can look at it and not be worried that I'm not ready to go. Norman, you got anybody that wants to play?
I'll check.
I've messaged a couple people already, but nobody answered back.
I've had a couple people message me, want me to join.
Loading.
Let's see, who was it?
Said bright ass light.
I don't know. Sorry, I didn't hear what you said, Norman. I was answering his question.
Oh, no, it's all good. I was kind of talking to myself.
Loading. Said mine doesn't he do that.
Yeah, no luck here. The people that wanted to do it earlier, it's not even on.
Loading. Said Bosie's literally texted you to play it.
No, I messaged him.
Loading. Said oh.
Handmade platinum.
Said were you gonna run some casinos
Yeah.
tonight?
It's like, what is that?
I was gonna run some casino, yeah. Alright, Norman and I are gonna face the odds.
Yeah. Alright.
Hold on, I gotta get rid of this stupid thing. That's literally gonna get me like... That thing's not gonna like come around me now, so is it? Alright. I was like, I don't need the big blue swirly thing peeking out past a bush while I'm trying to heal.
Loading. Set video now.
That reminds me of that. There's one Phantom Market cosmetic that when you would run, you leave those footprints, and literally, like, I'd chase someone down just by following their footprints.
Okay. Remind me after the game, then loading for it, just because I'm gonna need to turn the music down and we'll want to stop queue. I won't want to be trying to throw my link or anything. We're gonna watch the official trailer for the Druid
Set okay.
for Diablo Immortal.
How's it going?
We're partied up with randoms right now.
Any other groups trolling?
Loading. Said what's up with the lag?
What lag? I did try to change a few settings though at the stream that if like
Loading. Set in your game.
I mean I don't feel any lag here in mine. It may be a little bit of the stream. I did have it like lower qualities of things before it'll just DC it. And sometimes it's just literally like, I think it's my RAM. I need to get improved on with it.
Loading. Said it's not the stream.
Oh, that's just Wild Brawl. That little bit of lag that every once in a while catches through. That's just purely, protection up in one.
Loading. Said the funny thing about this mode is those are actual players' ranked gems you're looking from them.
Well, it's because of my Colossal's not that high. Mine's only like a rank 4 or level 4. There's two protections. One down at the bottom, Norm. And one's on the other top half side where we work.
Okay, soy sauce is over here at this one. He's in that building.
I see him.
Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah. No, I literally was knew he was probably gonna try to run around and get the protection, and so I just turned the mages over here closer to be able to like easily like pick him up around the corner. I saw some of their enemies right here.
Loading. Said the video.
Oh yeah. Alright. Let's all watch the video here. Resurgent, have you watched the new Diablo Immortal Druid trailer?
Loading. Said duck ready.
Negatory.
Why can't I invite you? Well, we're gonna watch it on my stream here before we go into the next one.
Said did he say the N word?
No, he didn't say the N word.
I was AFK, I think.
Alright, let's see. Alright. Norm, if you want to come watch the new Diablo Immortal trailer, we're getting ready to watch it here together.
Loading. Said make quality high. Loading. Said this will be a upload on YouTube.
Alright, Norm, did you get in here?
Did you say something? I was away.
Did you get to the stream if you wanted to watch this?
Half an hour myself, so
Alright. Well, I gotta watch this here live for the viewers here. Alright.
Invade an animal's den. And you're asking to get bit. Animals don't worry about why you're in their home. They just want you gone. All these demons trampling across our land.
Yeah, Cocaine Bear doesn't fuck around.
I wouldn't sleep here. Lots of bears around.
That does look pretty dope. Not gonna lie, that looks pretty dope. I think that'll be fun to play. I cannot wait for
Loading.
the new class.
Said dope.
yeah, some of the content creators have some actual footage of all the abilities and essences, and then playing around with them.
You would think. All right, let's go back to. I mean, yeah, there's another video right here. It says like 8 minutes worth of like Druid gameplay trailer. All right, Resurgent, you ready?
Yeah, I should be good.
Why can't I invite you?
Check.
Like I'm like trying really hard to click on you and I cannot.
Loading.
It says that you're not in a party, you're away.
Video.
So I think you're AFK in the game.
Loading. Said thanks for doing that, Krog.
Mm-hmm. I still can't click on you. Can you find Norman? Have you played with anything in him recently for that?
Let me see.
I see one of my friends does for some reason. Whenever I try to tap on your portrait and invite you, like nothing's happening. I tried on like other players, it's working.
Yeah. That's what I've been trying to do, and it won't let me click on it either.
I just suggested an invite.
There we go.
Alright, that worked. That's weird. Well, I should probably check my build. Oh, fuck it. Who else we got? I wasn't. Oh, Booker? I don't think I've ever played with him.
Me neither. You know, he doesn't request it. Maybe I thought maybe Norman invited him.
What number are you?
I am 1.
Alright. I'm just gonna follow you around.
Enemies here.
My teleport's still fucked up, but whatever.
We gotta find a base.
All about that base.
The rest of that team's still in this house. We're close by it.
Yeah, it's around this side. Yeah, right here.
Another team's above us to the north. They just grabbed the speed. Careful.
Is there a question anywhere?
I didn't see any shrine. What shrine is that?
Fleeting.
As long as nobody else has a frenzy or a protection, I'm fine with the odds, but it's whenever there's that one out there that
one, if you guys come way up northwest up here.
if it's available to click, you click it now and we'll come get another round.
You want me to?
Of course.
Okay.
Somebody will run up right behind you and snag it.
Alright, I got it.
Because that's what I'll do to somebody. If I see somebody waiting, oh, dude, I'll literally just run up. I don't even give a shit if it's like a invisibility. I'll snag it.
Okay. I mean, I figured.
It's just more of like, it's too big of a risk for one, like, run by fear of you that could happen, and then they have you to basically there for a few seconds, and then you're going to get.
Yeah.
They're going to take the frenzy, and then you're dead.
Far into the fog, nobody was even bothering.
I mean, as long as it's not anywhere near in this portion of it.
Was there one 4-pack left? We better stay close. It's probably like the one party.
Here.
Oh, there we are.
Looks like you're all alone. I see some Leafstein over here to the east. Yep.
There's one right here. Good old Johnny Appleseed. Get him. You know, I don't know what we were doing yesterday, but we were cross server and we were all staying in a party. Weird.
I want to try... Norman, what about the... While Bone Armor is active, movement speed and attack speed of your summons are increased.
Yeah, might be good. Like, we'll make the gap of vulnerability on the summons bigger, but it might not be that much bigger, you know? Either way, there's still going to be a gap, so it might be worth it to have them move faster and kill faster.
I'm more or less just thinking of, like, keeping up with the golem and stuff, teleporting up with me.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think you should try it. It might be really good.
I'm just thinking of attack speed with the beams is going to be also a lot more output. I forget that, like, with this build, I'm really not good to jump on top of them early. Like, I need, like, a little bit of time to build up an army.
Yeah.
There's a frenzy right here. Got it. Enemy here.
On the way. I'm almost there.
When anybody dashes, I got a gloom necklace.
Take it.
No, you find me something to trade back. We don't just give these. God damn it, I ain't gonna dash, but I ain't gonna give it up. For nothing. 10 seconds on frenzy.
There's a foul fleet over here. You want that?
Yeah, you can just always grab it just so that way. Sometimes I'll leave up like fleeting or invisibility only for like a range marker. Like if I know that I'm gonna be camping here and there's another shrine that's in the vicinity of my mini map, but really far away, I'll wait to see if it gets clicked.
Yeah, exactly. I do the same thing for leads. Like leave the lead standing so like I can see the motion.
Damn it, that was my kill.
Or the
You're taking my kills.
Rotten 40.
here was the enemy here.
Where's she at?
I just left an enemy behind. I'm going straight to Krog.
Protection up. Got it.
Protection.
10 seconds on protection. Stole it right in front of him.
There's some enemies to the south here. And also maybe to the east.
Oh, shit. I went to get this protection and I didn't get it.
Frenzy in 6. Enemy spotted. There's multiple.
Target engaged.
A couple in the center.
Like 2 parties down here fighting.
One party eliminated.
There's a party right here in the middle. Right up here. We got protection, looks like. Don't engage. Bro.
40, so they got 15 more seconds. They got 15 more seconds of protection. Protection's over in 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Any help? Uh-oh.
I got a group on me. Yeah.
Me too. I brought them all to you, actually. I subtly brought you all a welcoming home gift. Here they are here. Top right.
Not a single kill. Motherfucker.
I think that the spectral mages, they don't, like, I couldn't actually generate a bunch of them out there, I don't think. I think once they're like, I summon two, the other two go away, right?
Yeah, I think the limit's 3. On,
It's some. Set 3 is max.
There's my,
I forget the.
I may not like this. I put on the Wraith form teleport. I don't know, I just feel like I get myself like, a lot of times like, trying to aggress with the summons and almost need something to kind of like hold it down for them. Which I guess this build would probably be a lot better if I ran my chip then with this too. Let's see if I can get used to, like, I guess just the teleport for moving around. Protection up here at the top. We got protection and frenzy right here. We'll probably call this base.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't have any means to actually get around very quickly right now, so I need to probably 37. I got a belt for Gloom. Same rules apply. Enemies up here.
Got one enemy right here.
Frenzy's back up. Grab protection again too.
We might be a little bit behind the Knuckles.
I don't know. We're about to get like a bunch of levels. As long as you stay around these like shrines, we're gonna get blues here very close soon. And I will be fine with being a little bit behind in levels as long as we have this power in a second.
Said okay.
Got one over here.
Careful, you got 12 seconds. And enemies are already here with me.
Yeah, I got a group coming too.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Got it.
There's a group to the northwest. They're like
An arm.
if we wanna engage.
Take these.
They're right here.
Never mind, Brooker took them.
Man, you guys like tickle them when I fight them for 2 minutes.
Oh, I want that shit, really? Enemy here. Got it.
Ooh, Lubu's outside of the good old Brawl emissary. Isn't he usually in Lady Dior's group?
Sorry, I'm changing some other essences around to see which one I like better. That one I did well because I could kill real fast, but I also, if I got panicked, I had no like real way to get away. This one now I'm running with the bone armor that increases critical hit chance now for these summons. The mages that siphon off and do a critical hit with the shoulders already, like, that does really well, but I'm using him for the size right now. So I'm going to give Bone Armor some crit to these mages and see if it doesn't shred them up a little better. Oh, there's Lady Dior in them.
As far as shoulders go, there was a classic that actually worked pretty good, and that's the one that lets you have 2 charges of the summons, but you gotta get them up quicker.
That is true. They just don't have the range, but...
Yeah.
Oh shit, they're gonna be right here on us. We're gonna have to get out of this. I'm not gonna have them armed for this. And they are following us.
Protection.
Everybody get together.
Oh shit, I didn't get the damn protection shrine. It's all good.
Like said items dropped up here. It's dudes.
This Lady Dior up at the top.
Yeah, 1 second. Stop someone knocking the door. Which would lead to almost like shit hot. Something just like one shot shit out of me. Almost.
Yeah, it's that BK build still. It's fucking.
That's what Norman's running to.
It'll fuck you up quick.
Yeah, it does. They're on me right here hard. Norman. Ten seconds, I'm trying. It's 15 seconds on shrine. Shrine up. Probably the last time we're gonna be able to get that one much. She's a fucking liability.
Everything changes. Oh shit! I got stuck.
Frenzy. One in the middle, directly down here, getting loot. Frenzy's up here at the top. 19 more seconds.
There we go. GG's.
Let's see.
Who's on that Krog? Did you guys win?
Yep.
Nice.
Your team disband?
Before that match, we were literally like, last one, we're gonna take a break. And of course, it was like, people were starting to get on. Hey, how you guys doing?
Good.
Good.
How you doing?
Doing good, man. Doing way better than I was. That's for sure.
Hold on, let's see.
Who was any of you guys playing Wizard Resurgent?
Captain Annoyed.
Yeah, that's me.
Said repot Krog for getting carried.
Are you using that new helmet?
Nope.
Oh,
I ain't got shit for the new essences.
oh, okay.
I've got quite a few of them.
I've heard the Scorch helm is actually pretty good.
Yeah, I have all the wizard essences except for the main hand and offhander. Yeah, it's a pretty good helmet. It's alright.
I just want the one for the main hand, the Arcane Wind one, but I haven't gotten it.
The Frostfield chest piece is good, especially along with the pants.
Actually, yeah, I take it back. I do have the chest piece.
Nice.
I was playing around with that yesterday.
I think most classes got pretty good essences except for the Necro. The Necro got shaft this time.
It is funny that they decided that they're gonna nerf a day one essence, but
Right, yeah.
it's been out there for a while.
I never looked at it like that, but that's kind of crazy.
It's just,
I think it's kind of a bad move, or like they could have done something else.
I think it's probably there were some devs or so that probably didn't like getting feared as much, and they're just like, you know what, we're gonna get rid of this bullshit.
All they had to do was just
Captain Annoyed.
keep it how it was, but just make it to where you had to wait so long to fear again or something. I don't know. They could have did anything else.
They should change diminishing returns, like reform it to where it's no longer like
Yeah.
on the target, like or like on the caster. They should make it on the target. Because
Yeah.
when mission returns, it's only like on me, on anyone. It should be like for 3 people using isn't going to like be full duration. Like World of Warcraft,
I was there later, but I was thinking about. I'll mess around with this build and go in solo.
Also, I think the change to the proximal fear would have been just fine if the range was bigger. It could actually be nice. You get 2 fears on 1 cast.
Yeah. Now it's just like the vengeance.
I mean, not on the same target you can't, but
It's like
you can fear the whole group.
yeah, the thing is, you gotta freaking run into the group first, and then hit it.
Nowadays, yeah, no, but before, I mean, like, you couldn't, like, Wraith fear somebody twice in one Wraith form before, but, like, you could, I mean, granted, the next, when you had Wraith form back, you could hit them again with it. And, I mean, with them having Wraith form cooldown with the 4 Terror Ripped Essences, and, like, if you had the Stroke of Midnight in there, I mean, you could really get Wraith form about, like, every 4 or 5 seconds.
Yeah, with the Stroke of Midnight and all that together.
4 Terror Rips, yeah.
Captain Annoyee said because Krog has gay aura.
I tracked him.
Now cap them.
Got a protection.
Captain Annoyee said only attraction is D's nuts in your mouth.
Oh. I got 1 shepherd piece. No tradesies.
It's some. Said now that's
No treats. Not today.
Getting swarm poison players.
Coming.
What number are you?
He's at the top.
4. I turned it around on him. We're good.
We got Frenzy. I don't know if you got it or not.
Yeah. You want to get this protection over here to the east. Got it. Some shepherd. I'm gonna drop it.
Here's some, I'll trade you back for those. There's some,
Somebody
bitches.
up here. Looks like a group.
Let's kill these blues and get a little, we're almost leveled up to 10. There we go. Oh. Yeah, trumpet club.
No, it's a group of bots.
Damn, Norm.
I didn't do it.
No wonder I was like, I didn't see anybody the whole fucking match. Norman's, because that's where he's like, I need help. He had to have been probably real deep in the shit at that point. And then I grabbed that frenzy and he had him to be like, close enough, I think he got it. He's like, I turned it back on him, it's okay. I was like, oh, okay.
Let me know when you guys go into a match.
We're queuing up now.
I ain't trying to try these builds against you guys.
It could happen. You could win.
Probably should wait to try builds until I get some of these new rules.
I'm risking the biscuit right now. I've been like changing my build every single run, and we're still, knock on wood, we're 6 for 6. So, how many kills you got, Norman?
Oh, let's see. I haven't been doing very much. 69.
Damn, son. How many matches?
What was that, like, 15?
It's almost 10 a game. No, it was like 5 a game, roughly, at least.
Yeah, I think it's because I was Wizard until like just earlier. I mean, just now in our group, I've been BK. Before then, I was Wizard.
Wait. Lady's a Necro, right?
Yeah.
What? Does she like move servers?
I don't know.
Cause like, normally she dominates this.
I did see her in here earlier, but or not. No, wait. No, I didn't. On the server, no. Wait, she has 2 characters, right? She has Lady Duchess and Lady Dior. I don't know. That's confusing. Yeah, go walk outside.
But yeah, because like Lord Infamous has got 45 wins. I mean, normally by like day 2 or 3, she's got like 75 in there. Like,
yeah, she's usually on it.
I mean, I used to like run hard for like the #1 of it, but that was like I'm only playing Wild Brawl like in the evenings, and she's obviously playing it all day. Cause like whenever like there was the first season came out, well, not this one, but the one before, I don't know, we even called it a season. I guess the weekend event. When that dropped out, like I was like, I'd gain just as many matches as like she would for it, except for I couldn't like keep up with her during the day.
Yeah.
Cause I could stop her on some nights. Some nights she trucked us back, but some nights we kind of held her down enough where like lowering the amount of wins she was getting.
You know, when we were facing her just earlier, I noticed that they were coordinating very well. They were perfectly timing their Conjuration of Light whenever I summoned.
Yeah.
Calling out.
And then they're also like they're more or less she's moving like in the back, and then she's coming up in wave groups.
Really?
Yeah.
Mean, I was with them. Did it look like we were that like coordinated?
No, it's her and that satyr.
It happens organically.
The thing's like her and that like she got a. Who else does she have running with her?
Actually,
Me?
this basically been. This
No, I mean,
time,
but there's like another. There's like somebody in that group that she runs with a lot. I recognize the name.
Lord Infamous, he's a Lubu, Lord Infamous.
Yeah.
And
And you were the fourth in that one portion of it, just like.
yeah.
Because I think like she has a group that she normally runs with about 3 of them typically, and they play really coordinated together without.
That reminds me, whenever I was playing with Gator Don't Play. Yeah,
I don't know who that is.
But we coordinated very well.
Oh, you said Gator don't play. Oh, is that a person? Or is that a movie quote? It could be either.
Oh, I think it has something to do with his college.
2 protections here.
On the way.
This is gonna, yeah, we'll make this base.
I see enemies right to our west.
Stay where you all are to the east. I'm gonna try to grab this frenzy and get you, see if you all get it too. Any luck? Anybody red?
Yeah, I got the frenzy.
I did not.
Yeah, there's one person that was up.
Protection 10 seconds.
The one at the bottom is ready to go. Got the other one too. Whoa! Thank you so much for the follow. I need to lower the time of that one a little bit down. We added a new follower emote for it. Hope you'll enjoy it. And I moved the old one technically to my raid one.
We found a Crusader right here.
Frenzy.
He's scared.
2 are gray. Go take it. Just me and Booker got it.
I really would love to make the suggestion that like they remove frenzy and protection and just make them all invisibility or speed. That would make this game mode so much more fun.
I agree. The shrines are too powerful.
Like the things are too powerful that I'm not gonna not sit away from them. But then because if you like, oh, I'm gonna play without them, you'll just get fried.
Yeah, like it brings an element into it where it's like if the enemy gets the shrines, you know, it doesn't matter. Like you're better than them, they'll annihilate.
And I would also like.
I don't like it.
I would also like
strategy. I thought though that was like
it is the strategy, but that's where I'm saying I would like it to not be available for that portion of the strategy. So that way, like, I mean, it's just invisibility and speed. Then you are like
that was your go-to.
It is again, literally. I'm gonna play the game to like win it for it. Like I don't like the way that I'm winning it, right? It's like it's.
I never realized that.
It's I'm winning every time for it, but I'm not because I'm not going. I don't want to lose. Like losing fucking sucks. I don't know anybody that likes to lose.
Well, no, but
And that's what I'm saying. More of like so when I know like, I mean, someone I've even kind of played that way before. Like we would just like avoid the like shrines like that, and there'd be a team or whatever that would play it correctly, and they would just whip us down.
Captain Annoyee said you always win, why not try losing just to change stuff up? Loading.
What?
Said okay. Captain Annoyee. Said be spontaneous.
Said no one ever. Captain, if you ain't first, you're last.
Yeah. Stop being last.
And I'd also would like the gym situation in this one to be the same as what that is in Alley. That it would generate not just like what the ranks does, like it takes away the resonance from it still, but you can have like, if you still have higher level gyms, you have an advantage in Brawl.
Right.
And so
Yeah.
they would,
But it's still an event.
well, if they would make,
Captain Annoyee. Said sends picture of Krog to someone.
and if they would at least like make it like
Said okay.
Alley of Blood, where whatever gym you put in there, you could upgrade to 10. So it's like we get to trial like these gyms at a higher level.
Right.
I mean, I guess I like the aspect of like you can pick up better gyms and that kind of stuff, but the thing about the shrines is it does allow lower players to be competitive with players that are fully stacked up. And so
So if they took away like those kind of shrines and then made it to where the gems would be ranked 10,
you have, then it evens it out together and both have senses. Like I think it's like, I feel like if I'm gonna ever like, if things do pan out, which I got another email back from Blizzard today. I was pretty pumped about that. They invited me to a Discord and supposed to hear back with them a little bit more tomorrow.
Loading. Said nice.
But so fingers crossed things go well. I'm not gonna jinx myself and say what that.
hopefully there'll be a second date.
Yeah, hopefully. But those are like, I don't know. I feel like I'm not one that's like us, like Necro's losing that essence. That's never gonna be something that like I would ever come like writing to complain for, because one, that's like they've already spent the money on developers basically re-altering that essence for it. So that's just wasted money if you try to like either ask for someone to reverse it. That's just silly. They're not gonna do it. And people are like, well, just remove the shrines altogether. You remove all the shrines altogether, now you have blank spaces in the map that have to either be programmed back to something else. So that's where my suggestion was just to alter them to all speed and invisibility. So that way you are just programming that, taking out the coding of what two other possibilities that this shrine can be.
They could do a conduit shrine for like farming the mobs.
Yeah, I was thinking experience shrines. Maybe get a level boost.
Nah. I feel like, again, that's just like, to ask them to do something that's already been like established and being played for multiple months, you're going to need to do it like, ask them to program into anything else to change it. I feel like that doesn't seem financially smart.
Yeah, they're not going to spend that money.
Over like, at least trying to like add something new overall. Because this one still works. They can always click replay while Brawl.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. That's
You're saying like if they change to a shrine that's not already in Brawl?
Correct. Then that's a lot more, it's more programming.
Well, yeah, but
they don't
Like-
want to pay the developers to do a lot of work, so
Yeah, the thing is like, you would, just removing the two other types of shrines in there, I think that,
one line of code.
but that's the thing is that one line of code that's not been written into like other layers of the code can cause more issues. Like it's not just like they lined that up. They lined that up of like, if a player is like right this close to this shrine, this can be activated, and they have
Oh, I
to do.
get it, man. It's like
It's more of like
$1 billion fucking dollars.
You're right, but you got to think about it is like they're penny pinchers over there too, though.
yeah, exactly. They don't want to pay their
And so
work.
suggestions that
I
would
get it.
improve the players' maybe response to their game and definitely give a lot more completely free to play, equal opportunity events out there. Like, they actually can even like honestly open up themselves to a lot more of a market, because people then like would care to like compete. You can make little tournaments of it then, like making it completely equaled out.
Set or just make alley longer. Loading. Set simple.
I don't like alley as much as I like. So the thing about alley though, alley there is an objective besides survive. And that means my goal is more paying attention more to the shrine than it is to being able to like fight with my team. Whereas I would like this, where it's a survival of the very end, and I could basically coordinate with my team. It would make it where teams would have to be much more in sync. Knowing like, Norman knows that I'm like going over here to look, but I'm making a loop. I'm coming back around. Like, it's more of like, he knows which way I'm going to kind of go for it, especially if we do get separated. I kind of look off where he's...
base anymore.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. We would have to, like, it would completely change the strategic portion of this game and allow, like, a lot more fun.
Said you can say the objective of this is to take shrines. Loading. Said you get shrines, you win.
Correct. That's what I'm saying is, but if you took, let's say you take out the shrines from Alley of Blood, what do you have then?
Alley of Blood has shrines?
Yeah, what? I'm having a blank here.
Yeah, Goku.
You mean...
Meaning, like, so loading was like, he goes, they should just, like, give us Alley of Blood a whole time. And I was like, I don't like Alley of Blood. It's like fighting style as much as I like this. Because Alley of Blood, my objective is to kill the shrine. And in this game mode, your full objective is to survive. I mean, the thing is, like, getting the shrines is the best means of surviving.
I got a couple enemies up here.
On the way.
I don't run real fast.
I got the DH the BK ran away. Something came to join him.
No, they're gonna take it from me. No, they got it. I'm gonna go down here. There's still the shrine right in front of me. I'm dead here. Help me, Jesus! Help me, Tom Cruise!
I'm trying. It's so fast.
I'm gonna get faster now.
Looks like they disengaged.
Oh shit.
Oh, wait a minute.
Engage another group. I'm getting out.
You're safe now. You're safe.
20 seconds on protection.
I got that guy that was
Protection up.
like, didn't care. And I was like, you die first.
And I think that wizard literally like came in invisible and like jumped on top of me and stunned me, and I was like, no, he caught me. That's where I was like, you always want to grab the shrine if it's available in front of you, because hell, you know your own class, you can go invisible real fast.
I didn't do it.
I didn't. I fucking was there and watched and ran away from that one wizard that chased me around for a while.
Alrighty, probably last one for me. I said that 2 matches ago.
So that That's what Showtime's thinking right now too. But we ain't lost yet, so if we ready to go, we go. I don't know if this actually is gonna work or not. I'm putting on the bone armor that heals. I don't know if it'll heal them or not.
And I think you're right. It's not going to work because no absorption.
And the bone armor cooldown isn't long enough to do anything. Or isn't like short enough for it. See, the thing is, like, I could justify not running the bone armor that, like, with the duration if I had the fear back, because then I could be aggressive too and like hold them still if they jumped all on top of me, get myself back, and then generate that army back up. Gave me a way to be a little bit offensive, or run somebody down if they were trying to get away.
What I would kind of do is like the gap for my summons, like invincibility, is where you, and then put the bone armor up while I'm in the middle of them all, and then repeat.
Now I will say that bone armor that increases their attack speed, that shreds, but also they don't last that long now. But I almost would think of like if you ran the bone armor that like does attack speed.
Loading. Said, have you actually tried?
Yeah, or the shoulders that give
Yeah.
increased attack speed over time.
And then no, I'm not thinking that one. I'm thinking that you would run maybe the one you're talking about before, where they would you could generate 2 of them.
Oh yeah.
Because that one would at least you could like build your army back up really quick, and then they attack like really fast already.
Yep. Yeah, I thought it was really good for like recovering from bad scenarios.
That's kind of what I like, and that's the biggest thing when we get into is like we play so aggressive that the duration is really nice for a really intensive fight, but it's not like sometimes we'll be in a fight and then we'll go run up and then they ran us back to their group and I don't have it ready to go again. So I was thinking like, okay, maybe the cooldown reduction of it. Basically just trying to keep myself with like better quick goes. Frenzy. Enemies.
It's Callie.
That's a dead Callie. And they had Frenzy too. There was like they just like it ended right as soon as they ran up to us. They got a 20-second one right here. I'll have time to let Callie's team like get back up. It's more fun that way. Because the rest of her team, like, she'll like survive. She'll like stay out there a long time. Bleeding here in 15. I'm going back closer to the shrines again. Frenzy in 8. Frenzy here in 30. There's another Frenzy at the bottom, west. It's actually probably going to be up sooner. Somebody go down to the bottom south, the one southeast, and grab that one.
Enemy here.
The last thing I want is some team like on the outside grabbing a Frenzy and then
Group of bots here.
get them resurgent, get those kills. The only ones that Norman never let you have. No Norman. I'm looking for the dead bodies out here. Yeah, they are. You just stole that kill completely. Had like a whole army of mages out there on that target. He goes into like cheat death. The next thing I know, I see two little purple bitches all of a sudden there, and I know he probably got the kill. Oh, but he ran right into me.
See. Oh, somebody up here to the northwest. Norm's still with 2 ahead of me.
Yeah, Norm, save some puss for the rest of us. Alright, Showtime, you up?
Alright. Appreciate it. GG's. You guys have a good night.
Yep. Later.
Later.
I just spent a whole bunch of money on this. I might as well fucking wear it.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude. The wings, though.
The wings are what I thought. The reason I wanted it.
What's it look like with the helmet off?
Loading.
Beautiful.
Said well yet.
Like my salt and pepper hair. The mustache, face tats.
Looks like you're standing on business.
Everyone's like, why the salt and pepper hair? I was like, honestly, this is like the only character I've only altered like I gave him just a face tat and a mustache, which I've basically done for like all of my characters. They all have like a
Captain Annoyee. Said look like a gay porn star.
That's what he's meant to do. His star name is Skinny Bones.
Loading. Said looks like a manly lesbian.
My furry name is Butch Noodles. Yeah.
Mine's coming down too. That's what it is for that one. Snigger. Oh no, or I can go saber-tooth crotch critter.
Said using your real corn star name him.
Uh huh.
Nice.
I could do that one. Alright, well.
Very distinguished name.
Thanks. It's a real bitch on the night to like give me an email, but. Alright, well. Showtime. You want in here, brother?
Just right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, I messaged him. Oh, those look cool as hell, though. Look at these. So if I go to the one wing below. Those look pretty dope.
Loading. Said put the kill effect.
Well, I gotta like. I didn't do anything, okay. Or maybe if I put the helmet on it does? Nope. The kill effect. Let's see. I hate that this thing expires. That's the stupidest shit in the world. Like they didn't make 200 bucks off these damn mogs. I think the kill animation on it.
Said it might already be equipped.
I think it's equipped whenever I have this thing on. Now, like, I'm gonna have to turn this off though. Because that Like, I'll be standing in a bush trying to heal, and you'll be able to see that shit. Norm, did you see the what the white wings look like on this thing?
Wow, that's pretty cool.
It goes blue.
I think I like that more. It goes with the rest of it better.
I know it does. So like this, maybe still a little bit too big for the body size.
Said I want the cosmetic that makes you float while idle.
Those are a little more manageable, like more proportional to my body size. These are the 4K or so wings.
Yeah.
And here's the first white wings you can get. Those actually probably fit the best on the body.
Loading. Set are the glowing balls next to your hand part of the cosmetic.
I don't know what those are.
It's brutal. Said Jolt set I think. It's some. Said no it's the Jolt set. Loading. Set AHH okay.
Yeah, it's getting to that time where everybody's asleep. I don't recognize anybody. Enemy on me.
Did I help? Did I do good?
Mm-hmm. I think they're bots. Dude, but honestly right now playing this puppeteer build, I realized I gotta get called for about anything. I can I get where I'm like, oh, I got everybody down, they're about to die, and I'm like realizing my health's about to go too, and I'm like, oh, I'm squishy. I love that most of this group right now is just literally assuming that this shrine here in the middle is something good, and then for whatever reason they're all just rush it, and they're like, maybe we can get it there or not, and then the first one sees it, and since they're not in comms or anything, and then they're just like, oh, I guess I'll go check out what he's doing looking at over here, and then they all just slowly trickle in one by one until one does die. You just weaken the first one, and then you get somewhat running back, and the other team's coming towards him, and frenzies up. Dual Frenzies over here on the far right side. Yeah. Fellas, I think it's about time we need a caller because Norman can eat these bots all night, but it definitely loses a little bit of the charm.
Yeah.
10 and 10 is not bad though. Booker, it was a pleasure having you. I'm glad you queued up. Bring them out, bring them out.
GG guys.
I need to fix that. I need to fix that alert for it. Let's see if there's any other Diablo streamer out there rocking right now though.
Loading.
Oh, I got us a guy.
Cappy.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to get Cappy.
Yo, what's good, Krog? You just chilling. There we go.
Just one. I didn't really see him like actually on there, so I didn't know if he was ending or not. But looks like he is still actually getting ready to load it up. So this will be somebody good. He is alive. Got his webcam on. Again, help me help the other DI streamers. I never could have been affiliated without the help of other DI streamers helping me. So let's share the love back. I appreciate everybody coming in and watching. Please click that button, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Come on,
I love you all.
hit that button, hit that button, hit that button. Give me some. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Yo, thank y'all so much.